Hi, Taurus. My name is Missy, and I'm here to do the bullshit and the blessings for the second half of September. But these readings really are meant to be timeless, so I'm going to just jump right into my disclaimer, get it out of the way. Like I say, they're meant to be timeless and general in nature, so anytime that you come across them, if the details fit for your situation, this is absolutely your reading. We have the song Smoking Out the Window, Bruno Mars, Anderson, Pack, and Silk Sonic. Okay, so if the details fit for your situation, then this is your reading. But like, if it doesn't, please don't try to force it, because that's not going to do anyone any good. It's just going to frustrate you or make you feel disappointed in the end. And I'm not here for that. You know, not every reading is going to be for everybody, and not every week will the reading even pertain to you, because these are general, and sometimes my readings do get a little bit detailed or specific. So again, only take it if it resonates for your situation. And the only reason that I keep stressing that is because sometimes I have clients who tend to get very stuck on the details, right? And once I can always tell when they're getting stuck on the details of it, and it's like almost a hyper awareness sets in, and that always tends to make me a little bit nervous. Because at that point, that person is no longer following their own personal intuition, they're following mine. And my intuition is just based on these cards right now in this moment that I'm reading them and what this story is. It is not based on everything that's happening in your specific life. So again, these are general readings. If the details fit for your situation, it's meant for you. But if not, don't try to make it fit. Also, I obviously am not a doctor, lawyer, or accountant, so if you need advice in any of those areas, definitely contact one of those professionals, and don't do something simply because I suggest it here, as we've already discussed. Okay, so with that said, right now we have Mercury retrograde in Libra. We have Mars in Gemini. We also have a couple of other, important aspects and placements happening that have got me feeling very strongly that I need to take my time with these readings. So this video might be a little bit longer than, some of my other videos are. I apologize for that. But, to be honest, when I'm making these videos for either YouTube or Facebook, I'm trying to do them as quickly as I can. And that's not how I actually read the cards. So today you're going to see how I would read the cards if I was either doing it for myself or for a client face to face. And I didn't have to worry about time or anything like that if I'm just relaxed and doing my thing. So that's what we're doing. But because of that, if you are watching for your big three, it might be a couple of days before I get all 12 signs uploaded. So please be patient with me. But what we're going to do is get some charms to get like a general message for the next couple of weeks. And then we'll look at the cards to see what the details are. And yeah, so let's go ahead and start with our charms. I may have to pause this for a second so that I can go and turn the air conditioner on. Oh man, it is hot. Burning up. All right. Give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world. And yet that's coming out right next to where it says wait. I think you have the tools for something, but you need to wait because there's something emotional attached to it with this. This is the water rune right here. This is well, I don't want to butcher the name, but just trust me, this is the water rune. I can spell it for you, but I don't know if I can pronounce it correctly. So anyway, water is emotions, right? Something flowing. And interesting, we have the song. Starts with Goodbye, Carrie Underwood. So you may want to Google the lyrics to that to see, how or even if the song applies to you. It may not apply to you. So I feel like it's saying like you have all the information, you have all the tools, something to that effect, but because it's such an emotional thing, especially with Mercury retrograde right now. And I also see we've got the peace sign over here and a couple other things that I'll get to in just a second. But because of Mercury being retrograde in Libra, you know, we're talking about seventh house energies. The retrograde begins in Libra, moves into Virgo, comes back into Libra when he stations direct, right? So that means this is definitely relationship issues or the healing over of relationship issues. So, you know, whether that means the relationship will get back together or separate, you know, you're the only one who knows that for sure. But based on this song, especially with, you know, where I am on the board where it's saying wait, if you are wanting to say goodbye to someone, I feel like it's saying wait, don't do it at this moment, because of the emotional nature attached to it. We have the lion coming out right over yes, so you could be dealing with a Leo. We also have a piece of rose quartz here, which is saying rose quartz is always about like love, compassion, self-love, right? Also beauty as well. So like maybe you need to get back to like taking care of yourself in some way, self-love. And then also with the peace and the piece of carnelian here, this is like sacral chakra energy as well. So and you know, sacral chakra is like it's your water chakra, but it's also creative energy. It's romance. It's you know, music. It's think like fifth house Leo energy, which we already have here again. So if this is about either a creative pursuit or a romantic pursuit, there's not any peace right now. And I think that's because you have to wait, obviously. There's something about self-care, self-love, taking care of yourself here. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Hold on 1 second. It's the monkey. Okay. Oh, okay. So with the monkey and the ox rune, well, the ox rune coming out in the reverse. Where should we focus? See how it's upside down. So the ox rune, or the ox, is about strength. And so the monkey, you know, the monkey is about kind of chaos, right? And it's coming out over yes. I think it's saying like chaos has sapped your strength. We have the song Life's a Mess by Juice WRLD. And look, you've got the acorn coming out over maybe. There is some abundance coming in. There's peace coming in. Have faith with the cross here. You've got the mushroom and this piece of hematite or magnetism. I wanted to say like a magnet because it feels like that's what, like you're a magnet, like you're a magnet for your dreams. Have faith. You're a magnet for, like, if you're wondering, will your dreams be abundant? It's saying maybe, like, you're attracting what it is that you want right now. You're, especially if there's something related to the letter P, a person, place, or thing. You have all the tools that you need. You just need to wait. There's some self-love that's needed, some healing of the sacral, and probably the heart chakra, but definitely the sacral. I don't think, okay, I think I'm done with that. I don't feel like I'm missing anything there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move on to the cards to see what the details are for this general energy. And I know that one came through kind of choppy. Sometimes it does that, but you know, again, if it makes sense, like maybe it came through just so that it could be a specific message for somebody to hit you a certain way, or to call, you know, call your attention, or catch your attention, I should say, or maybe call your attention as well. Take a minute to breathe with me, please. I feel like I need to say it's always a good idea to slow down and double check when Mercury goes retrograde. I know there's probably a bunch of people saying, God, we know that. But you never know. Like, there might be somebody who does not know that. And that's the reason that I felt the need to say it. So we've got you coming through with the Empress card. That's the card of either Taurus or Libra, because it's the card of Venus. And Venus rules both Taurus and Libra. We also have the World. Um, 2 3s as well. This is 21, which breaks down to a 3. So this is about like collaboration, working together, but also an ending, which we already knew. The World is a successful conclusion to a project, something that you're trying to do. So whatever this person, place, or thing is that you want to say goodbye to, that we talked about over here, that's emotional about it, it is a successful ending. Let's put it that way, because like, at least there's no bad blood, not with these 2 cards. These are very positive cards here. Like, we've got the Knight of Pentacles with the 4 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups can talk about like being bored. Look at 7 of Swords, Knight of Swords, High Priestess, 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. I feel like somebody wants to move. Okay, so this is, I'm bored and I need to move on. And if this is a work situation, I feel like, it's saying like, maybe there are some people that you're working with, or maybe what you thought the situation was going to be, it's definitely not what it was. It was a lie, right? And you're like, I don't know. I don't want to say it was an actual manipulation, though. I'm going to be honest with you. It's more like something couldn't deliver, like the promise of something couldn't, like, how do you say that? Like, it couldn't live up to the promise. Something couldn't live up to the promise. And it's like the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so let's talk about the Knight of Pentacles. He's very slow moving. When it's in this position, meaning the inner reflective position of the card, right? Because these cards are 2-sided. So this is how he feels on the inside. If it was in this position, it would be how everyone else is perceiving him, or, the action that he's doing in the world. But this is what's going on in his head, right? So because this is on the side that's talking about what's going on in his head, let's talk about his personality. So this is Virgo energy. And Virgo energy is very detail-oriented, kind of slow-moving. It's also very healing. But the thing about Virgo energy and the Knight of Pentacles in particular, he's the slowest knight in the deck. And there's a reason for that. It's because he wants to do things correctly the first time, right? He's trying to make sure that he pays attention to all of the details so that he doesn't make a mistake. And so, with the star underneath it, and then look at the Ace of Cups and the 7 of Cups, I'm really getting the feeling that, this trait of your personality is what's making you, sought after, or very much a star. But then also like maybe your coworkers or somebody else, if it's not a job thing, because the song Love Ain't, sorry, I should have said it sooner. It's been kind of playing in the background. Love Ain't by Eli Young Band. You might want to Google the lyrics. That's kind of been in the background trying to catch my attention, and I just didn't say it sooner. But so this could definitely be a romantic situation where, this person had potential, but they didn't live up to the potential, or the relationship at least didn't. But I feel like it's this person because of this particular card right here. Like, look at this dude's face. right? So somebody around you, whether it's job or relationship, is a dumbass. Look at that face. I'm so sorry to say it like that, but it's like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know what I'm doing. What should I do here? What should I do? Like, I'm sorry saying it like, oh my God, that's just how it feels. Like somebody with, what's that? Like, I'm not trying to pick on men at all. I'm really not trying to pick on men. But, it's usually a mom or a wife will make the joke of like, my husband or my kids ask for something when it's right in front of their face. That's what that energy was kind of, coming through to me. So either you have a coworker or you're in a relationship with somebody who is helpless or likes to come across as helpless. And that means that you end up having to pick up all the pieces because they don't know what they're doing. And it's time to go. You need something better, bigger and better. Yeah, look at like I feel like this is you too. Well, we know this is you because this is the Queen of Pentacles, so it's definitely earth energy. But typically Taurus rules the King of Pentacles, not the Queen. This is Virgo energy here. And it's Virgo energy looking at Capricorn energy, which is the energy of work or laziness if Capricorn is in their, their toxic form of because everything has both toxic and healthy aspects to it, or light and dark, good and bad, right? And so it's like this is you watching somebody who's toxic, right? Especially with the moon card in this position, the water is fairly calm here, right? And you do have the crab in the water, but this is, this is more of the calm, intuitive aspect of the moon rather than the fear aspect, at least in my opinion. When she's sitting in the water, that means she's sitting in her emotions or sitting in her fear, right? She's no longer in the water here. The crab is in the water. So it's the intuitive aspect, in my opinion. So anyway, it's about like fear, right? But you're watching somebody who's toxic. And I think you see that this is like something that's not going to change as well. I think that's part of what this fear coming through, or excuse me, not fear, the intuitive aspect of the moon. Like the intuitively, you see that this is not going to change. Especially because we have the Knight of Wands. So if this is a romantic situation with the Knight of Wands coming out, the Knight of Wands is not very reliable. It's Sagittarius energy also, by the way, which is, it's not saying that all Sagittarians are unreliable. It's just that Sagittarius likes to experience the new, what's next. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is very adventurous, charismatic, sort of flamboyant, and also they love to travel. They like to go. They want to see and experience and learn new things, right? Freedom is really big to them, but that can also, the Jupiter, because Jupiter can make everything big, it can also blow things out of proportion, and it can, in its toxic form, can become overindulgent, overabundant. Like it's too much of a good thing. It can really blow a situation out of proportion. So somebody who, likes to gamble a little bit could be someone with Jupiter's influence could take a, love of not even gambling, like a love of playing poker, and then they get a taste of gambling, and all of a sudden you've got an addict, right? It's very Jupiterian energy. Okay. I'm not sure if this song applies yet. It might only, I don't know. I'm going to just say it because it did catch my attention. The opening, which is the very soft part of the opening where it says hope, or excuse me, the song is Hope by Extentation, I guess is how you pronounce that. I looked that up, by the way. Very interesting too. God, I'm so sorry that I'm even bringing this up, but I watched a documentary about this dude, and this dude was not a nice dude, right? I hope I'm not offending anybody by saying that. It's just from what I saw in the documentary, and I think it was this dude who he was not great to his significant other. But anyway, so just take that however it applies. But the song, the name of the song is Hope. So maybe it's saying, I don't know, maybe it's saying there is still hope here. I want to, just real quick, I want to, like, where is this going? Is what I want to kind of ask. I feel like I need to see, like, where is this going? Where is it headed? Oh, that's what, interesting. Look at, so there's that devil again. And the Queen of Pentacles. Look at now, all of the same cards came out in the reverse now. So maybe that's why hope is coming out. Maybe that's why I felt like I needed to ask for more, because this is literally the same order it was in, but I was reading it the other way just a few minutes ago, where I was saying you're watching somebody in their toxic behavior. When you turn it this way and you start from the devil in this position, it's saying that that person has finally come to realize that their behavior is toxic, and now they see you. They see what you've been saying all along. Also, I feel like it's saying they choose you, because like there's a very clear choice out of a bunch of different cups and choices. Like they choose you. You got the Ace of Cups. I choose love. I choose to heal my shadow, which is what this star card is, that this dude is a ghost or a shadow, right? I'm going to heal my shadow. The star is all about healing, wishes, dreams coming true. So there is, I look at now you've got reconciliation, and then the King of Wands. You could be dealing with a fire sign. I think Sagittarius already came through, or no, we were talking about Sagittarius. Maybe it came through, I don't remember. Just take it however it resonates. It's coming up now. Oh, it was the Knight of Wands. That's why Sagittarius came through. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, definitely, with the King of Wands here. And it could, this where it's headed, it could be headed to a reconciliation. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that here. I hope this resonates. If it does not, please stick around. There may be another reading for you here on the channel that does. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your friends, whatever you can to help me get my channel out there, and it really does help me. And I thank you very much for watching.